did a video on Ncuti Gatwa's casting as the 14th Doctor, and I was pretty happy with kind of the direction the show was going. This is a sonic screwdriver, by the way. But I was happy. I was kind of just moving on with the show and just kind of happy for the future. Then it gets revealed that David Tennant and Catherine Tate and Wilfred Mott and everyone from 2008 is returning. And my fucking body. Okay, so the show has been kind of on a downward spiral for the past few years, and bringing Russell T Davies back has been a pretty good decision on the BBC's part, but I don't understand why David Tennant's coming back. I made a video about it a few months back, and talking about it now, David Tennant is still a terrible choice for the 14th Doctor, and apparently the kind of leaks of, like, the specials, apparently it's going to be 3 specials, and it's going to be essentially Jodie regenerates into David Tennant, and it's kind of him figuring out why he has the same face again. So there are a few theories going around. My theory is that if that is true, that it's probably just going to be like he hasn't fully regenerated, like it's a reset or some bullshit. There's no way they have the balls to make David Tennant the actual official 14th Doctor, because that is a disgrace to Jodie Whittaker, and that is just a disgrace to Ncuti Gatwa, because now he's 15 with like double regen Tennant as 14. That's stupid. Also, it just kind of, it's like, oh, Jodie's big regeneration, she regenerates into a plot point. Like, that ain't a good decision. I'm praying that what they do with whatever this is interesting. More interesting than Flux, because you guys, if you've seen my video on it, you know my thoughts on Flux, you know my thoughts on Chris Chibnall as a fucking writer. Sure, the guy is a really nice guy in real life, I think he's a fucking awful writer. Fucking whoop-de-doo, he did Broadchurch, but like, watching the show for the past 4 years has just been painful. And I really want the show to get back to whatever it was, even before Capaldi, because after Matt Smith, the show kind of, let's be honest, the show died in the kind of public consciousness, because Moffat decided to write really dark stories and confusing things and constant two-parters, and the general public didn't like it. And yeah, Capaldi is probably the best Doctor we've had in the modern era, but you can't, like he just went too far with some of those stories. I like it, and I'm fucking hell, that thing. And yeah, it's annoying that we're probably never gonna get that kind of writing again, but at the same time, it's good that we're moving past like proper confusing Doctor Who and getting back to a little bit less confusing. At least that's how I thought it was going to go when Chibnall was taking over, and then nope, just bullshit. He just turned the show into Broadchurch, and then he's leaving, and now we're getting Russell back, and I thought he was going to do something new. Seems that he's just kind of reliving his glory days and just going back to 2008, and it's like, we don't want this. No one wants Tennant back. I'm going to be honest. I want Tennant back for a special. Like, if for the 60th, he was the main Doctor and it was just a story of, like, him and Donna from a few seasons back, fine, cool. But no, it's legitimately him as the 14th Doctor, and it's like, who wrote this? And I feel bad for Ncuti Gatwa, because, like, all the news has been taken away from him now. All of it. It's just like, oh, David Tennant's back, he's got a new coat. Like that poor, like, I feel so bad for him, because he's going to get completely outshined by this news, and it's so depressing to hear. And I really hope that all these leaks are wrong from Reddit and stuff, because a lot of it is accurate, like a new person being cast as Rose, who is probably Donna's daughter, and all that kind of stuff, and like Tennant being back, and it's annoying that this Reddit leak is probably right. And it's like, I saw Samuel Davis, he did a video on it, and fucking every point he made in that video is just my feelings exactly. Just, it's just they're just doing this to be like, oh look, Daily Mail can do a headline that's like David Tennant returns, and just it's depressing. It's depressing to hear, and it's really annoying because I love this show and I'm really sad that it's going so downhill. And I'm gonna come out and say it. I love David Tennant as the Doctor. Probably my favourite Doctor, at least when it comes to individual episodes. And yeah, I'm got a sonic screwdriver here for fuck's sake. I'm a Doctor Who fucking super fan. But when you get down to it, David Tennant should not be the 14th Doctor in the same way that if they brought Matt Smith back, or they brought Peter Capaldi back, or they brought Paul McGann back, or Christopher Eccleston back to play a new version of the Doctor, doesn't work. The only way I can see this work, here's my theory. So, the Valeyard, that character that is just complete bullshit and has just been completely forgotten about. But a lot of people, for a while, seemed to think it was the Meta-Crisis Doctor. Because, 12th and 13th incarnation. He technically came in between it. My theory that I've just kind of thought of, and I think it could work. The Meta-Crisis Doctor isn't the Valeyard. We're going to forget about him. This is the Valeyard. This version of David Tennant as the Doctor isn't the Doctor. You have it be that Jodie regenerates, and yes, she's still regenerating into a plot point, but this is the only way I can see it work. She regenerates, and it cuts, and we follow this version of David Tennant as the Doctor, or who we think is the Doctor. Go around in the TARDIS, all that bullshit. And then we slowly realise that this isn't the Doctor, but he thinks he's the Doctor. And it slowly gets revealed, oh shit, this is the Valeyard. This is how the Valeyard exists. This is the only thing I can see working. He is the Valeyard. And because 12th, 13th incarnation, I know it doesn't really make sense, but she is the 13th Doctor. We can make it work. We can make it work. And you can have it be that this is the Valeyard, and you can have it be that Jodie is, or not Jodie, but Ncuti Gatwa exists. Jodie regenerated into Ncuti Gatwa, but kind of it split and it created darker version. Like there we go. Just you got Dark Doctor, you got Good Doctor. You can make it like that's the only way I can see it work. Because if they don't do that, then I don't know who this version of the Doctor is. Unless I have a mad theory that it is the Meta-Crisis Doctor. That's just the Meta-Crisis Doctor coming from a different universe, and he's just I like that's the only thing I can think of. Because why would they cast David Tennant as the 14th Doctor? Who? Like, besides Daily Mail headlines, story-wise, why does it, like, it makes no sense for Jodie to want to regenerate into that version unless it is like Matt Smith kind of hinted at in Time of the Doctor, that regenerations can kind of reset into like older versions of yourself. Like he was old 11, he went back to new 11, a kind of like fresh face. But I guess you could say that the regeneration reset further back into 10, because 10 was I guess kind of the final regeneration of the one before the final, something like that. But even then, with Time as Child, it doesn't work like that anymore, and it's like it just hurts my brain. It gives me pain. This causes me an immense, like, just deal of pain, like thinking about these dumbass theories because the writers can't figure it out. And yeah, I know this is all theories, it's all bullshit, but when it comes down to it, I'm not even excited that Catherine Tate and David Tennant are back. I was never excited. I'm just like, oh, great. I'd love Donna. I'm happy Donna's back. But her character has probably the best ending of any companion. In the sense that it's one of the darkest endings in the show, and it works really well. But no, we gotta change it and make it all happy and like they're meeting up again. Also, how is Donna even with the Doctor? I thought her fucking head explodes every single time she sees him. Like, it taints that ending. It just ruins it. It really ruins it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here because I don't want to kind of go on, because I know that I will just end up fucking ranting. But thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, comment down below your thoughts, feelings, and theories on this weird ass announcement. And yeah, David Tennant has a cool coat. See you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. And yeah, boop.